तो आज जो भी रिमेनिंग टॉपिक है विच विल बी कवरिंग इन टुडे सेशन, कल हमने यूसेज ऑफ फॉर्मूला एट मल्टीपल टाइम्स एंड प्लेसेस, इसको भी हमने कल कवर किया था. सो बट if anybody have any doubt, just let me know. I'll repeat this is usage of formula, because yesterday there was some technical issues and the voice and the screen was not clear, but I think it's working perfectly today. So if you require, I can repeat it again, or we can move ahead. So can you friend just let me know if I need to repeat the usage of formula at multiple times and multiple places. Okay, very nice, Divya ji. I'm just repeating it. Sorry, come again. Yeah. I'm just. So, friends, we have three columns. In practical scenario, you have many more columns. So, the idea behind repeating the same formula at different places is that I type the formula once, and I will copy the formula at each and every places, so that it will save a lot of time for you. Uh, so this is the repetition of formula at different places. So how we can use VLOOKUP at different places? Let's see. So friends, we have already learned that how to type, how to bring the formula in the sheet, that is equal to VLOOKUP. You have to type equal to VLOOKUP, then start bracket, and उसके बाद जिस वैल्यू के अगेंस्ट में हमें जो डिराइव्ड डेटा लाना है, you just select that data. So this was also the idea that this is the unique code which is available in the both the files. We have already covered this yesterday. So I'll just go on typing the formula. So with the help of this code, I can derive the remaining data, required data of quantity, value and gross value from the file. So the file is this. So here friends, I want to take these values, value of quantity and the value column, that is the amount for which these quantity have been purchased, and the gross value of the amount, that is this is inclusive of taxes and the cost price. So all these three columns I want to get these three column to be reflected in my consolidated file. So friends, I have to provide the range. So range is, when you are selecting the range, how you can select the range? Just click over here in the first cell, and then after pressing shift, you just use right arrow. So you can, by using right arrow, these columns will the area of column will increase. So while you are pressing this right arrow, uh, you will see one small box is appearing over here. In the small box, number of row and the number of column is mentioned. So number of row is 1 and number of column at present is 4. So my required column is column number 5. Hello friends, keep your microphone off. फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपके पास कोई भी क्वेरी है ना, सो वी कैन टेक दिस क्वेरी एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन. अभी एट प्रेजेंट वी आर कवरिंग वी लुकअप. सो यूसेज ऑफ वी लुकअप एट डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, and the idea behind is we'll just type we will just type the formula once and we'll repeat the formula at each and every places. So this is the idea. So friends, now you see this column number is appearing over here. The column number is 5, and then after pressing shift I press right arrow, column number 6, and then column number 7. These three columns, are required to be that in my previous file. I'll select the range. So after selecting the range, the first column which I need to take up the data is for quantity column. So number of the quantity column is column number 5. So I'll put 5, then comma, then 0, and bracket close, enter. So friends, by this formula I have derived the quantity over here in this cell against this code number SOM 428. So now I have just typed the formula once. Idea is to repeat this formula at each and every places. So how can you repeat it? For friends, repeating it, I need to freeze the value, freeze the logical value. So the value is over here is A3, against which I am deriving the data from that file. So A3 you have to freeze. How you can freeze this? By pressing F4 three times. Why three times? When you press F4 first time, it freezes the entire cell. If you press the F4 second time, it will freeze the row, and if you press the F4 third time, it will freeze the column. So I need to freeze this entire column number A. So I'm just pressing F4 three times. 1, 2, 3. Once you press F4 three times, this cell gets freezed, as well as the column also gets freezed. So friends, just put a enter and copy this formula in these three cells. So but you see friends, the same value is repeating in each and every cell. This is why, because I have not changed the column number. For value, the column number is 6, and for gross value, the column number is 7. So now friends, the work is over. You just have to copy this formula and uh, friends, can you just confirm if the voice is clear? Hello friends, can you just confirm in the chat box? अच्छा ठीक है सुबेंद्र, I'll just okay, I'll repeat the entire formula again. No issue. My purpose is that everybody should learn. It's not my purpose is cover up the syllabus. So I'll yeah. Uh, Sir, actually, what is happening? I'm trying, but somehow there is some technical difficulties in this Webex. So, from since day one, when I mute all the participant, but I don't know why it becomes unmuted at other end automatically. So, I have, in fact, I am repeatedly. I am asking every participant to mute themselves so that we can have a good amount of grasping of this session. Yeah, exactly. So every participant or friends Friends, so friends, if you all agree, we can take these classes from tomorrow in Zoom. So in Zoom, we have a good functionality, and I will have the entire system in my control. So our purpose is to learn. Okay, so we'll try to move. Okay, so I'll move on Zoom from tomorrow onwards. So let's do this class today in in our self disciplined manner. So request everyone to keep their microphone and as well as this video off. So friends, I'm sharing the screen again. You just confirm once it is visible to you. Friends, hope the screen is visible and I am audible. Just just type yes in the chat box. Okay, thank you. So friends, I am repeating the formula again. So how I can use the VLOOKUP? Let me just show how to use the VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, you have to just type VLOOKUP. Uh, so friends, whoever joined for the first time, so we can discuss the matter at the end of the session, because this class has been continuing since 2nd of May, and we have covered so many topics, and today's topic is VLOOKUP. Okay, sure, sure. Okay, friends. So the disturbing element has been removed. Yeah, friends. So this VLOOKUP, I have just typed over VLOOKUP here. Now I need to define the lookup value. So the lookup value for me is the code of the party. So I have just pressed enter over here. So this A3 is selected. A3 has been inserted into the formula. Then I'll put comma as per the as mentioned in the this formula itself. Then after lookup value, there is a comma, then comma. Then I have to provide the table array. Table array is the selection area. So you have to provide the table array. So I need to provide the table that whatever data I have to select, that is available in my next file. I'll go to the next file. In the next file, then again I'll select the entire data from which I need to derive respective column values. So friends, by pressing shift and right arrow, just I am selecting it. So the first column for which I need the data is quantity column. So number of column number of this quantity column is 5. So Mr. Somnath, as you are joined here again, so please keep your microphone off. So the column number of quantity is 5, then column number of value is 6, and column number of gross value is 7. So friends, I need to remember the column number of each and every required data. So the first column 5, then 6, then 7. This is the only thing that I have to remember, which column number value should appear in my desired table. So first column I required is comma 5, fifth column, then comma 0. 0 is for exact matching. So now you see friends, this 416 has come, has appeared over here with the help of formula. Now I since I need this value in value column also and gross value column also, so I need to copy this formula. So before copying, you have to do one thing. You can note it down. You have to do one thing, that you have to freeze the lookup value. Freeze the lookup value. So and for freezing the lookup value, you have to freeze the column. So how you can do this? You can do this by pressing F4. By pressing F4, if you press F4 for the first time, you will see $2 are coming. If you press F4 for the first time, the $2 are coming. It means sale is freezed. It means sale is freezed. If you press F4 second time, then $1 will remain. So this will be freezing of row. This will be freezing of row, and then press F4 again. So again $1 remains. This will be freezing of column. So press F4 three times and then enter. So now you friends copy the formula in remaining cells. So here the same value is appearing because I have put the number of column as 5 and only 5. So I need to change the column number. So here the next column was 6, and next and in the gross value the column number is 7. So friends, I have completed this formula part. Now I just need to copy this the entire formula and then paste in the required cells. So friends, now you see in a single attempt the entire formula has been copied to all your desired area and the value is matching. You can always match these value whatever total appearing here with the total in my previous file. So here the total is 5768, 4,77,000 and 50 lakh 64 47 lakh, sorry. So 47 lakhs, 50 lakhs, so the value are matching. So hope friends this is clear. So let's next now move to the next topic. Error, if error for VLOOKUP. If error for VLOOKUP. So friends, this is nothing but just the removal of error values whenever some error comes, or the VLOOKUP find it difficult to match the lookup value in the table array, then it reflects one error. So to remove that error, we use if error formula. It's up to you. You cannot also use the if error formula, but if you use this, this will just reduce one step for you. So friends, since this table is complete, I would now again yes, I am deleting it for the purpose of our next topic. Friends, if you have anything to say, just type in the message box. Uh, Friends, just type in the message box if you have anything to say. Friends, now I want to use the if error formula, but before using if error formula, I'll cover some few more topics. Then I'll at last I will come to if error formula. That is the lookup value for approx no duplicate value. I will cover this. I will cover this duplicate value and making of okay. Let me cover this duplicate value. Then I'll come to next topic. So friends, how the duplicate. So friends, how to find that in your desired table duplicate values are appearing? We have already seen yesterday and the day before yesterday also. By using uh, conditional formatting, you can always find the duplicate values. So friends, let's just type the formula VLOOKUP. select this code. After selecting the code, I'll move to the next file. In the next file, so I want to derive this quantity in my desired table. I've selected the entire area. Quantity column is 5, 5, 0. Enter. So friends, here I'll just, since the table array is already freezed, I'll just copy this formula and will paste in the entire column. So friends, now see some error is coming. Like over here, sorry, you are not getting it. So are you able to see the screen? Are you able to hear me? Okay, then I'll go a little slow. I think some maybe streaming issue may be there. Oh yeah, yeah. So I'll just go a little slow. No issue. Okay, okay. No issue, Suvenza. No issue. So friends, I have just what I have done in this table. I have just typed the formula, and then I have dragged this formula in the entire column. What I have done, I have just typed the formula and dragged the formula in the entire column. So after dragging this formula in the entire column, now I am observing that there are some error is appearing. Like in this cell, uh, has n oblique a is appearing. Then again this in this cell also has oblique n is appearing. So let's see in how many cells this n and has n is appearing. Just you can check it. Just drop down the filter and you just go to end. Go to end. After coming to end, and so how can you go to end? Just press control and you can come to at the end of the this data unique value and press OK. So now see in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5 cells, this NA is coming. So so this VLOOKUP is fetching NA because there it has found some error in my database. Now what kind of error may be there? So error may be that while searching for SOM 435 or 436, 441, 442 or 4, so for searching all these codes, the formula could not found these codes in the database. So let's see, we can see it manually. So I'll just copy this. After copying, I'm just making it aware. How can you like just cross check it? Why this has happened? So I'll just use the formula of find, control F, so control F, and then just put over here control V, and then press find next. So now the dialog box is appearing. Microsoft Excel cannot find the data you are searching for. Microsoft X cannot find the data you are searching for. It means this code SOM 435 code is not available, not appearing in my data. So this VLOOKUP formula could not search SOM 435 or SOM 436, 441. So all these codes, uh, VLOOKUP did not get into the database. That is why uh, this error is showing. So friends, now you have two options. Either you can delete these errors manually or replace these errors with 0, or whatever you want. You can break the link and then delete these NA with 0. You can do it manually, or you can use if error. you can use if error in the VLOOKUP. So how you can use the if error? Let me just show you. I just open this filter. Now the filter is opened. So friends, you don't have to do anything new. Just since the formula VLOOKUP is already over there, so before VLOOKUP, you just type if error. Before VLOOKUP, you type if error, and then start bracket. What I have done, I have just typed if error, then start bracket, and then the VLOOKUP formula was already there, and then at the end of the bracket, I'll put comma, then whatever desired value you want to replace the error, whatever desired value you want to replace the error, you just type over here, say it is 0, and then close the bracket. So friends, again I am repeating it. I have just typed if error before the VLOOKUP, then start bracket, and after the VLOOKUP formula, comma, and then 0. So I'll press enter over here. Now again copy this formula at the entire column. So by doing this, wherever the error were there, so NA was appearing. Now NA is not appearing, only this dash or you can say 0 is appearing. So friends, this is all about error, if error. So if you are using if error formula before VLOOKUP, then whatever error will be there, you can remove the error with your desired value. So this is all shortcut about of if error. Hope you must have understood it. So we can again go further. So friends, hope this is clear to you. Can you just confirm in the chat box whether this if error formula is clear to you? Okay friends, nice. Now let's move on to our next topic. Now next move on to our next topic. So we have covered this if error. Now we look up for approx match. We look up for approx match. So friends, we have until now we have done VLOOKUP for exact match. So exact match, just we have seen when this code SOM 435 was not matching exactly, the formula shown some error. So now how the formula use the exact matching. If we put 0 at the end of the formula, it will look for the exact match. But if we put 1 at the end of the formula, it will look for approx match. Now how does it work? Let me just show you in this example. Friends, we have one table where sale value is given. So sale is 0 and then 50,000, then 1 lakh value, then 2 lakh, 5 lakh, and then 10,000. So and then there is an incentive column. The incentive column, the condition is that if someone achieves 50,000 sale, 50,000 amount of sale, then he will be getting 10,000 incentive. If he achieve from from 50,000 to 1 lakh, from 50,000 to 1 lakh, so he will receive 20,000 as a incentive. So then from 1 lakh to 2 lakhs, if someone achieves sale value above 1 lakh but up to 2 lakhs, then he will be getting 40,000. So like this, 2 lakh to 5 lakh 40,000, 5 lakh to 10 lakhs 80,000, above 10 lakhs 1 lakh 60,000. So So this is what the table is. Now let's see. There are so many customers, and sale value is already mentioned over here. The customers who have achieved these sales. So let's calculate the amount of incentive they are eligible to get. So friends, with the help of this VLOOKUP formula of approx match, we can get the incentive amount. So let's type the formula VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP VLOOKUP the sale value. So now we are matching the sale value. VLOOKUP sale value, comma, we have to provide the range. Range is sale and incentive. Now just select the entire database, and then put column number after comma, that is column number 2. Column number 2 is for incentive, then comma, then 1, not 0. 1 for approx match. 1 for approx match, and bracket close. And now press enter. As soon as you press enter, the incentive amount has been derived at rupees 10,000. So 10,000, why 10,000? Because this Mr. X has achieved sale of 70,000, and from 50,000 to 1 lakh, the incentive is 10,000. So the formula is derived 10,000. But one of the main ingredient of this formula is that this sale value, the first column, must be in ascending order. The sale value or condition for using this formula is this sale value or whatever you are using table or formula or value, then this data should be in ascending order at both the table. So in this table also, sale value is in ascending order, and here is also in ascending order. So now friends, we just freeze the huh yeah, exactly. So first approximate, so nearer to 70,000, nearer to 70,000 is 50,000. So it has considered 50,000. Yeah, first value is 50,000. No, you just use I am looking for 70,000, right? I want to derive incentive for 70,000. Now you see 70,000 is nearer to 50,000 or nearer to 1 lakh. So formula will approximately matching this 70,000 with these two values. Now if you come to the first sale, here is 0. Here is 0. So 70,000 is nowhere nearer to 0. It is above 0. So 70,000 is above 50,000. Again 70,000 is below 1 lakh. But the formula is judging ki how to which value this 70,000 is approximately nearer to. So 70,000 is nearer to 50,000. Yeah, tell me, I'll change. Now let's see. Uh, there is 80,000. So I think जो फर्स्ट जो है सीमा वो ले रहा है ये फॉर्मूला. सो फर्स्ट वैल्यू कैप्चर कर रहा है जो नियरर है. सो लेट मेक मी इट 40,000, राइट? So if I make it 0, then again it's not, it's coming here only. So if I make this 0, it's coming 10,000. सीमा I'll again थोड़ा सा और इस पे ब्रेन डाउन कर लेता हूँ. So if anything appears, then I'll again come back to you. But as of now, I'll just after. हाँ ठीक है. नहीं नहीं ठीक है, मैं थोड़ा सा और ब्रेन स्टॉर्मिंग कर लेता हूँ. So I'll again come tomorrow, and then just freeze this range by pressing F4, and then copy it, paste in the entire column, सीमा for this actually like कोई very rarely case में someone uses this approximation in VLOOKUP. Generally all these like whatever logic I am deriving with the help of VLOOKUP, we generally use this in the if जो if वाला जितना फॉर्मूला होता है, if and or like logical formula जो होगा, जो हम लोग आने वाले क्लासेस में करेंगे, will cover those logics in the coming formula. So I think by that formula there will be no error. So might be this is approximation in VLOOKUP. So I am also approximate to the VLOOKUP in this now narrating you. So now you can just manually check. So the value will be say 4 lakh 5 lakh 60,000 in sale value. So 5 lakh 60,000 is just nearer to this. So it has derived 80,000 against this. Okay. So it's up to you, but it's rarely used this formula. Just for the sake of knowledge, I have covered this. Friends, now duplicate value in the table array. So it's again very important, friend. Whenever you are in working field, you will find whenever you are using this VLOOKUP, lots of data will be duplicates, and multiple times they are appearing in your table. And then under these condition, how to utilize VLOOKUP is a crucial thing. That first you have to decide in the table कि how can you make suppose how can you make the unique value, how can you make the unique value in both the database, in the database where you want to derive the value in that database, sorry, in the table database, not in this where you are deriving the value, the database where you are selecting the table array. So where you are selecting the database, in that database the duplicacy shall not be there. But friends, in our this example, the unique value was code. Unique value was party code. So in both the table, party code was unique, and so we could utilize this value. Now suppose this unique code is not there. I am just deleting it. Unique code is not there. Only party name is there, place is there. Right? Party name is there, place is there. So friends, you will see. But again, place is also repeating. Maybe Mumbai over here. So you just see by the drop down, you can see how many like Mumbai is appearing. So two times Mumbai is appearing, but in Mumbai there are two different parties, PK Fashion and Samanita. So different parties are there, but the place is also repeating, name is also repeating. So how you can make a combination of these two to make a unique code or whatever unique word, so that this remains common in both the table. So friends, how then I'll let us join these two words. I also know that if I choose a particular party, say PK Fashion, in a city, in every city PK Fashion is there, but in the same city there are no two PK Fashions. It means there are no two outlet of PK Fashion in the same city. So I am confident that PK Fashion has only one outlet in every city. So if I make a combination of PK Fashion or say name of the party and the place, so it will be a unique combination of two words where I can use the VLOOKUP formula. So friends, again I am repeating it. If you find that there are multiple values coming for the same value, multiple, if the same value is appearing multiple times in the column, then VLOOKUP formula will not be useful. First you have to decide how you can make a by using combination or whatever combination you would like to generate, that you have to decide. So by combining two words, two value, or say multiple column in a single column, that it's up to you only how you can make the unique combination. So let's combine this place and name of the party, so you can make the combination. So I'll insert a column at the left of the party name. So how you can combine it, friend? So there are two formula for combining. First is concatenate, and then next is very simple formula. I'll use this simple formula always. That is equal to, combining two words or two cells in a single cell is the formula which I am using, equal to. Then uh, I'll click over here on the party name, that is C3, and after C3 you just typed end. So after end I will select the next cell, that is place. So what I have done, party name and place, party name and place. Now you enter. If you enter it, as soon as you press the enter, now you see both the name of the party and place are combined together. So they are appearing in the same cell. So friends, I'll just copy this formula, the entire column I have just pressed over here. You can mention any heading of this column. Now friends, I have combined name of the party and the place. So I will have to make myself sure whether this combination is unique or not. So how I can make sure that this combination is unique or not? Just go to home and then conditional formatting, then highlight cell rules, and then this is the duplicate values. Friends, in conditional formatting there is an option called duplicate value. You just press duplicate value. After pressing duplicate value, make it OK and drop down here. If you drop down and see, there is no color filter is appearing, it means there is no duplicate value. Or you can just drop down the cursor and see whether there is any highlighted cell is there or not. So I am not finding any highlighted cell over here. So it means my combination is unique. So friends, again, if you are say if you may also assume that there may be some error in applying conditional formatting, you can also just type it again. Just a minute, friends. So again type it. Now you see this Samanita Patna is now highlighted by the formula. It means the formula is perfectly used. So now just delete it. So here what I have done, I have combined the two cells into one cell, and now I have derived the combination which is unique in my table, in my table. So the same combination I have to use in the, sorry, hello, can you stop your microphone? Excuse me. So friends, we find here that this combination is unique, and the same combination I will again derive in my database also, where from where I want to derive the data. I'll come in the next table. So friends, here I have to again combine these two sales into one sale. So PK Fashion and then Mumbai. So this into this. Okay, there may be some repetition. I'll use this sheet. So friends, here also I have to make the same combination. Uh, that party name and this. So just copy this formula and paste in the entire column. So friends, now I have derived the unique combination in both the table. So with the help of this unique combination, you can use the formula VLOOKUP. Let's see. Let's use the formula of VLOOKUP in my desired table. So I want to derive the quantity value and gross value for the financial year 1920 in this table. How I can do it? Just we have previously done by typing the formula at different multiple places. So VLOOKUP, then I'll use VLOOKUP now this time with the combination, with the lookup value of combination, comma, then select the area. So area is from this party combination of this, and then column number 4, column number 5, column number 6. So first column is 4, then put 0, then enter. Friends, now I need to freeze this lookup value. So the freezing will be done by pressing F4 three times. three times for sorry, three times for freezing the column. F4 three times. Now copy the formula in all the cells and change the column number. First column was 4, the next column was 5, and next column is 6. So friends, now you just copy this formula and paste in your entire uh, blank cells where you want to derive the data. So friends, here again same value has been derived. You can check it also. Just cross check it. For cross checking, I've just used a simple formula whether by linking. So the difference is 0. It means my formula is perfect and I have derived all the values over here. So friends, this is how you can combine the two cells or multiple cells in a single cell, and then make a unique combination of the cells in both the database, and then you can use this VLOOKUP. So this is friends again a practical scenario which I have discussed with you. Friends, hope this is clear. So that we can move to another topic or say another area. So friends, I have already covered this making of unique value column also. Insertion of new column in the table. This was covered yesterday itself. Break link. Okay, I'll again repeat the break link in this table only. So friends, in the formula bar, you are seeing this link. Formula is mentioned over here and not the value. So friends, before finishing your job, I would suggest every time you should break the formula or break the link or use copy paste special, so that the formula does not remain in the file after your working. This is why, because if in the base file if there is any change in the table, say maybe one insertion of the column or deletion of the data, then it will disturb your entire working. So you have to keep in mind. Yeah. So definitely, Sima, but at that time it's advisable, but it will not be true in every scenario, right? So there may be some files which I required, that every time file has to derive the value by using VLOOKUP from my base file. So at that time I may not choose to this break the link. So it will depend upon situation to situation. Suppose you want to send this file to someone, and at his end this formula may not work because it will be looking for the database. So database will not be available to whom you have sent it. So in that case uh, so again Seema, what you can do might be, if you are facing such issue, you can just copy this formula, right? Before equal, leave this equal, copy this formula, and in a separate column just paste it. So the text is there, right? The text is there. So with the, and you can hide this column for your reference, right? So I think this may also work for you. Okay, so let's move ahead. So link breaking. Let me just show it again. So how friends, you can do this also just by selecting the entire formula space, and copy, control C, and AESV. This is for the paste special. Just press enter. Now the entire is done. Formula is vanished now from each and every cell. You can do this also, and you can break the link also. So how you can break the link? I'll just control Z, I have put in again by now you see. Yeah, yeah, tell me. Yeah, go ahead please. How to hide the formula? So you want to protect it or hide? Okay. So I think I have to come back on this. I'll note it down. I'll come back tomorrow then. As of now, I don't remember, but I'll come back tomorrow. But good question this is. Come back tomorrow. So friends, you can break the link. Uh, how you can break the link? So I have already mentioned that in the data tab there is a edit link. If you press the edit link, then there is a break link. So if you press the break link, then by pressing again break link, you will be able to break the entire link. So but I would suggest to remember the shortcut keys. So how you can derive the shortcut keys? That is alt for data, a is appearing. For data, a is appearing, so I have pressed a. And for break link, k is appearing. So it's very simple friends. If you just press alt a k, and then again B के नीचे भी यहाँ पे देखो अंडरलाइन है, so B, and then alt B if you press, it will also vanish. So friends, there are multiple ways you can break this link, but you will not be able to use the paste special function if there are multiple filter buttons are already there. You have many rows are filtered over there. then you want to use the paste special function, you will not be able to use the paste special function. In that scenario, it will be better to use break edit link. So friends, hope this is also clear to you. Freezing of selection area, this I have discussed all throughout the session. Freezing of selection area, it is very important, particularly when you are using the formula in the same file, in the same sheet, or with a different sheet in the same file. Column number, you have to remember the column number, uh, because and that column number appears when you are selecting the database. VLOOKUP from unsaved file. VLOOKUP from unsaved file. From friends, this is again important. Suppose you have used the VLOOKUP from the unsaved file. Let me again show you in this table only, uh, and let me generate one unsaved file. So what I'll do, I'll copy this data in a new file. So this is the new file, friend, and I have used from this new file VLOOKUP formula. So I just typed once VLOOKUP start bracket, then this is the combination which I have already derived, and I'll go to my new file. So new file is this. So from here I have derived the quantity, column number 4. So friends, just I want to show you this VLOOKUP formula I have used in, from new file. New file, or say you can say unsaved file. So now if you want to close this file where I have used this VLOOKUP formula, it will show you one pop-up that you have used the formula from unsaved file. If I want to close this file, if I want to close this file, it will always warn you that uh, you have one unsaved file from where you have used the VLOOKUP formula. So friends, so before moving forward, you have to first save the unsaved file and then close this file. Otherwise, your entire data will get lost. So, so friends, this is also about this VLOOKUP from unsaved file, and I have almost covered the entire topic of VLOOKUP. So we have still half an hour remaining. So if you have any doubt pertaining to our all previous covered topics, we can discuss. Or if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself. You can ask, or you can write in the chat box also. So if you have any query, or I'll ask some query then. If you are not asking, Lalit, any query? Yes, Mr. Lalit, can you hear me? अच्छा, तो यानी कि तुम बोल रहे हो कि वो द सेम फॉर्मूला इज यूज्ड एट मल्टीपल प्लेसेस, राइट? जो हमने यूज किया था, तो लेट मी ओके, लेट मी कवर ओवर हियर ओनली. ललित, just type VLOOKUP against this code from your next file, say from this file. So I have selected this combination. Then जो quantity का column number था, column number you have to remember the column number. Column number is 4. Then next column number is 5. Next column number is 6. So I'll select the entire data. My first column is 4. So you can just type comma 4 comma 0 then press enter. तो देखो पहले वाले सेल में फॉर्मूला डिराइव हो गया है, वैल्यू डिराइव हो गया है. नाउ व्हाट आई हैव टू डू, आई हैव टू फ्रीज द लुकअप वैल्यू. तो दिस इज B3. B3 इज दिस कोड, दिस कॉम्बिनेशन विच फॉर विच आई एम डिराइविंग द डेटा. तो ये तुम्हें फ्रीज करना पड़ेगा. फ्रीज करने के लिए क्या करना होगा, यू हैव टू प्रेस F4 3 टाइम्स. F4 3 टाइम्स. सो फर्स्ट टाइम फ्रीज F4 जब हम प्रेस करेंगे तो देखो $2 आ रहे हैं. $2 का मीनिंग है कि द इंटायर सेल इज फिक्स्ड. सेल वो फिक्स हो जाएगा, बट हमें सेल फिक्स नहीं करना है, हमें कॉलम फिक्स करना है. सो आई विल अगेन प्रेस F4. आफ्टर प्रेसिंग F4 नेक्स्ट वो रो फिक्स हो जाता है, और थर्ड टाइम जब हम F4 प्रेस करते हैं तो हमारा कॉलम फ्रीज हो जाता है. तो नाउ प्रेस इंटर. उसके बाद इस फॉर्मूला को अगेन कॉपी करके पहले वाले रो में जस्ट कॉपी कर लेना है. फर्स्ट रो में कॉपी करके पेस्ट करना है. एंड आफ्टर दैट यू सी की चार्ज 416 ही आ रहा है. तो दिस इज वाई बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट चेंज द कॉलम नंबर. वैल्यू के लिए हमारा कॉलम नंबर 5 था, ग्रॉस वैल्यू के लिए हमारा कॉलम नंबर 6 था. तो नाउ व्हाट आई विल डू, ये हमारा फॉर्मूला कंप्लीट हो गया. सो आई विल जस्ट कॉपी दिस इंटायर रो, जो भी तीनों सेल्स है, तीनों सेल को कॉपी करके नीचे तक पेस्ट कर दो. तो दिस इज कंप्लीट. तो होप ललित इट इज क्लियर देन. ओके, वेरी गुड Lalit. Anybody, if you have any doubt related to VLOOKUP or whatever topic we have covered, or I'll choose randomly and then ask some questions. Otherwise, make me engage or be yourself engaged. हाँ सुबेंद्र, हम उसको रिपीट कर देते हैं, बट द थिंग इज वी विल डू दैट वर्किंग विद द हेल्प ऑफ लॉजिकल फॉर्मूला. वो ज्यादा बेटर होगा कंपेयर टू दिस. जस्ट फॉर द, ये हमने बताया था जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ नॉलेज ओनली कि अप्रोक्सीमेशन क्या होता है. सो ये बहुत ही रेयर केस में यूज होगा. इनफैक्ट मैंने आज तक यूज नहीं किया अपने मैंने उससे प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में. सो ऐसे आप बोलोगे तो मैं बता दूं, जस्ट अ वी लुकअप ओनली. यहाँ पे जहां हमने 0 प्रेस किया था उसकी जगह 1 प्रेस करना है आपको. और इसका फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज दैट योर लुकअप वैल्यू इन बोथ द डेटाबेस shall be in ascending order. So here just I'll type VLOOKUP start bracket and lookup for this 70,000 comma. फॉर्मूला हमने यहाँ पे जस्ट टाइप कर लिया, कॉमा कॉलम नंबर 2 कॉमा 0, सॉरी नॉट 1. 1 इज फॉर अप्रोक्सीमेशन मैच एंड देन प्रेस इंटर. तो ये अपना जो 70,000 है दिस इज नियर टू 50,000. अकॉर्डिंगली नाउ आई हैव टू फ्रीज द this range. After freezing the range, I just copy it. So Subhendra, it's only just approximation है by which you can identify the incentive. So ये हालांकि बहुत रेयरली यूज होता है. Okay. कौन सा फॉर्मूला, लॉजिकल फॉर्मूला? अच्छा ये देखिए, फॉर्मूला इज लाइक दिस. तो सिंपल, जैसे आप वी लुकअप यूज करते हैं ना ज्यादा, ओनली लास्ट में 0 की जगह 1 यूज करना है बस. इट्स जस्ट अ वी लुकअप फॉर्मूला ओनली. वन प्लेस करेंगे बस। तो वो अप्रोक्सीमेट जो होगा वो यूज कर लेगा उसको। और एनीथिंग फ्रेंड्स, एनीवन? सो आई थिंक एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन। सो कोई पहले का टॉपिक अगर आपको लगता है कि कोई रिपीट करना है, सो आई कैन रिपीट दैट टॉपिक ऑल्सो। एक चीज और मैं आपको दिखा देता हूँ जहां आपको सेल फ्रीज करने का रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होगा। लेट मी जस्ट शो यू अगेन वेयर यू वांट रिक्वायर्ड टू फ्रीज द रेंज। सो एक बार वो आप देख लो। सपोज आई हैव टाइप द फॉर्मूला VLOOKUP अगेंस्ट दिस नेम। कोई VLOOKUP यूज करना है, कमा मैं जनरली क्या करता हूं यहां से डाल के देन आई सेलेक्ट द रेंज, select this data. So at this time I will not do this. What I will do, I will completely select the columns, all the three columns पूरा। column is A to C, column is A to C। और earlier क्या आ रहा था, earlier it was appearing like this, uh, earlier it was appearing like A2 to C10, it was appearing like A2 to C10, ये रेंज ऐसा आ रहा था। So but now what I have done, this time what I am doing, I am selecting the entire column। जैसे मैं entire column select करता हूं, so then selection में क्या आता है, A is to C, it means the entire column A and up to C has been selected, and then comma column number that is 1 comma 0 bracket close। So friends, in this scenario I don't require to freeze the range, मेरे को रेंज फ्रीज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, जस्ट कॉपी इट पेस्ट इट। दिस इज वाई हमने जब कल सीखा था तो एट दैट टाइम दिस रघु वाज नॉट अपियरिंग व्हेन आई बिफोर आई फ्रीज द रेंज, बट आफ्टर फ्रीजिंग रेंज ओनली दिस रघु वाज। अच्छा, कॉलम नंबर मैंने वो वैल्यू 1 लिख दिया है, तो एक्चुअली इट शुड बी 2। एज ऑफ रघु वाज नॉट अपियरिंग, को नहीं आ रहा था बिकॉज द रेंज वाज नॉट फ्रीज्ड, बट नाउ व्हाट आई हैव डन, आई हैव सेलेक्टेड द एंटायर कॉलम। सो in this I don't require to freeze the range। So hope this is also clear to friends। So Vendra, is it clear to you? Are you there? नहीं नहीं नहीं, पर्पज इज जस्ट अ फॉर्मूला ओनली। मेरा पर्पज था कि मेरे को जो रेंज है ना, रेंज मेरे को फ्रीज नहीं करना है। आई अगेन वांटेड टू रिड्यूस वन स्टेप। तो जैसे हाँ पता है वो, जैसे क्या होता है ना कि अगर मेरे सेम सेम फाइल में सेम सीट या डिफरेंट सीट से काम कर रहा हूँ ना, एट दैट टाइम मेरे को रेंज फ्रीज करना पड़ता है। सो टू अवॉइड फ्रीजिंग द रेंज आई हैव जस्ट सेलेक्टेड द कॉलम्स, सेलेक्ट द इंटायर कॉलम। तो जब इंटायर कॉलम ही सेलेक्ट हो गया तो वहां इवन इफ even if I am moving the formula down, तो in that scenario also entire range is there। तो उस केस में क्या होगा ना कि हमको फ्रीज वाला काम नहीं करना पड़ेगा। अगेन shall I again repeat Seema this? हाँ, so that is you have reduced one। पर्पज यही है कि हमको फ्रीज करने वाला जो स्टेप है ना वो मेरे को नहीं लेना है। सो वन स्टेप आई हैव सेव्ड, वन स्टेप आई हैव सेव्ड। तो वो थोड़ा सा टाइम थोड़ा सा बच जाता है, और तो क्या है, बस यही है। सो this was one more thing was left over here। So in fact I have not अच्छा, मैंने यहाँ मेंशन नहीं किया होता इसमें कवरेज में कि क्या क्या हमको कवर करना है। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट फ्रेंड्स, एनीथिंग, सो shall we wrap up for the day? Just mention in the chat box friends. अच्छा, वी लुकअप अनसेव्ड फाइल्ड प्लीज। वी लुकअप का एक्चुअली ऐसा है ना, वी लुकअप चूंकि व्हेन यू आर यूजिंग वी लुकअप फ्रॉम अ डेटाबेस एंड देन डेटाबेस इज नॉट फ्रॉम द सेव्ड फाइल, so what will happen when you are closing your working file, it will show you a pop-up that you have used the VLOOKUP from unsaved file. So before closing your working file, you have to save the database file from where you have used the VLOOKUP. Unsaved file को पहले बंद करना पड़ेगा, सेव करके क्लोज करना पड़ेगा, then you will be able to close your working file. So this is the just the logic behind it. So first you जो भी अनसेव फाइल होगा उसको सेव करके आप बंद करो, तब आप इस फाइल को क्लोज करो। uh, Shreya Gupta is asking, sir, we maybe use if function instead. So where you want to use if function, can you just elaborate over here? Okay, friends. So let's wrap up for the day. So we'll come with a big bang topic tomorrow, and so we have a very useful topics are left, like usage of logical formulas. There are number of logical formulas are there, like sum if, count if, and then if function, if and or, if error. So all these formula will start covering, and then pivot table is there, and then so all these will be are lined up tomorrow onwards. So be stay tuned with all these classes, and learn more and more. Use this time hour also. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.